Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the new vlog. This time from beautiful, beautiful South of France. We just literally 1 hour ago made it to Cannes, and we left the home at 10 a.m. Right, Filippo? It's like 6 p.m. now. The traffic was, you guys, you cannot imagine it. It was 40 degrees, and not to start on a funny note, but it was like really an intense journey. Let's just leave it there because I know that if it starts like that, it's going to be amazing.
It was just hot because the AC didn't work.
Yeah, but anyway, we made it. I had a fitting I had to rush to for 2 different red carpets. There's so much going on, and I literally had to be at the Cavalli boutique at 6 o'clock, but my look hasn't arrived up until 5:59. So I just put it on. I wanted to start this vlog to show you our beautiful view, and we're literally running to the Roberto Cavalli boutique on Crozet. Look at this. This is the view. Loving it. Cannes is packed. Can you see this? Packed, packed, packed. Like literally you cannot walk on the street. It's super hot. It's beautiful. But it's, yeah, I mean, this is once a year, you guys. This is when this city lives the most during the festival. I think it's so nice to have the opportunities. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. Someone just had a room service. I didn't have time to eat because obviously we're rushing so much. I didn't even have time to properly do my makeup and all of that stuff. I had 5 minutes and I just was like, should I shower or should I pay attention to everything else? And I was like, shower. I feel so privileged to have all of these beautiful, beautiful opportunities that I never would have if it wasn't for this job. And I know, guys, this dress is so beautiful. Wait, if you can see it, I think this dress could have even been like a red carpet dress because it's so my style. The silk long train, so beautiful. Wow, it's buzzing in the lobby, full of like paparazzi, people going to the red carpet, busy, busy times. Look at this. Okay guys, we made it to the Cavalli boutique. I actually changed from what you have just seen like 3 seconds ago, or like, I don't even know, even less. But the point is that I've shown you this print during the Milan Design Week. It was a reflection set. This is the print, and because he was such a good painter, he painted it, and then it became like really iconic print. And I just think like it's such a nice little tribute to him. So yeah, here we are in Cannes. I feel like it's so kind of incredible to wear a Cavalli dress in Cannes, where obviously he was spending a lot of time as well, and it's such a red carpet brand, isn't it? So, gonna go take some pics in this dress. Which dress you prefer, this one or the other one that I wore just before? You're gonna have to let me know in the comments below. Now, let's go get some work done. Okay guys, we're currently in the restaurant. Decided to have a little dinner. I am having a burrata salad with tomatoes. We also ordered a truffle pizza to share, and Filippo has got some chicken. I'm wearing here my very new bag. I brought all kinds of bags with me. Okay, don't hate me for saying this, okay? I love my Birkins and Kellys. Come on, you guys, do I need to even say that? But you know what? I feel like in Cannes here, I want to wear more like fashion pieces and not wear like what every single person, like since I've arrived, I've seen more Birkins than I've seen for my whole life. And I really love this bag that I just got. I think it's so cool and so cute. But now I really have to eat because I'm starving. Okay guys, you get a little sneak peek because we're doing fittings. This is the dress that I'm gonna wear this tomorrow or the day after? Day after. Tomorrow? Yeah. So we go with the big bang. And I love it. Love it. It's so beautiful. We are now in bed. Fittings done for the next day at least. Now kind of trying to figure out bits and bobs for tomorrow, one day at a time, because we have a lot going on. I'm trying to moisturize. This is the Sarah Chapman 24-hour moisture or something like that it's called. I'll link it below. I really like it for a nice amount of moisture. You guys know I love a lot of glow on the face. I love that healthy look, that beautiful kind of, yeah, gorgeous vibe. I did like my LED mask constantly for the past few days, hoping that someone like a very, very, very close family friend to us always used to tell me as a child. He used to bring me to school and was kind of actually working for my family business, but for me he felt like he was my third grandpa, okay? And for me it was always a family member. And every time I was studying in the car when he was bringing me to school, he used to tell me, you don't feed the pig night before Christmas. Maybe I was studying in the car on the way to school.
Yeah.
And he was always telling me,
whatever you know the day before, you know the day after.
he was telling me, prase se ne tovi oči Božića. And basically, I think of him so much. He's unfortunately not anymore with us, and I think of him so much now. Right now, this is valid, okay? But LED masking 2 days before red carpet is not gonna make any changes. Anyway, let's go to sleep, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is the first big day. Good morning, guys. Look at that messy bed in the background. It's just like reality. I was so tired last night going to bed. Like, we slept like babies. Today I have to wash my hair, but first things first, I have meetings and I want to wash my hair and then I want to style it right away. So I don't have that much time. I was gonna say it can't look so peaceful in the morning, but it's like 9 a.m. and there are already quite a few people out and about. Someone over there is shooting content. You see? People are hustling. Plan for today: coffee first, meeting, coming back, washing my hair, sorting the hair, stylist, makeup, all of that stuff, the glam team, then creating content, then going to the carpet, then the carpet, then the movie, then coming back, then dinner, and then everything again. That's basically it. You don't really get to do much actually while you're in Cannes. Maybe you have like lunch somewhere, but it's like meetings and carpets and shoots. That's more or less it, if I'm very honest. However, it's really nice to be part of this all. Yesterday we saw William Dafoe at lunch. Like, that's kind of like how it is. Like, you know, you just walk around and you see all of these famous actors. Like, everybody's in town, which is pretty crazy. But I also think it's really special for me. I did my first ever Cannes Film Festival, I believe, in 2016. I think it was 2016. And I did a carpet for Elie Saab, that I remember. Had this black dress. It's just like incredible for me to have that. Like I said yesterday, I feel super grateful to have this experience overall. Okay, guys, we just came to the brunch at Carlton after all the fittings this morning, and this looks insane. Filippo, yeah. This was a very good call. So happy. Also, I'll eat before the carpet, which is great because then I won't be starving. Guys, we're at the brunch now, Sunday brunch. It doesn't feel like it's Sunday for me because there's so much going on. I have some mini burgers. I don't know if you can see some mini burgers, some asparagus, poached egg with an avocado. Filippo's got some mini burgers as well. I got some vegetarian ones. And then I need to start getting ready for the carpet. I had just like a little inconvenience. The carpet that I thought is at 7 p.m. today is actually at 6. And I don't even know if I'm gonna make it with all the glam, hair and makeup and everything. It's pretty crazy, but we're keeping the spirits very high. Okay, guys, hair's washed, all exfoliated, moisturized. Next thing that I have to do is, well, the hair. I got these eye patches. Filippo loves them too. He got some as well, so he's very happy. This carpet, I'm wearing the red dress that you saw yesterday. Our inspiration is Jessica Rabbit, but I'm always staying very true to myself. Like, I am wearing dresses that I would wear anyway, that are my style, but glamorous. Right, Filippo? Just like you, actually.
What?
You always stay true to your personal style.
Yeah, definitely. I always wear the same thing, but
Yeah,
you know, I don't have time.
that's
to
okay.
think what to wear.
Me neither,
And
honestly.
you know what? It takes so much time.
Takes so much
You
time.
don't understand.
And so many decision-making process, and I prefer to make decisions about other things, but it is what it is. We're gonna start sorting things out one at a time. Okay, guys, Paul is here.
Hi guys. What's up?
Long time no see. It looks very preppy and chic. I love it. What are we doing, Paul? What do you call this hairstyle that we're doing?
We do soft glam. It's a soft glam
Soft
chic.
glam.
Yeah.
chic.
What
With
was the inspiration?
the inspiration was Jessica Rabbit, fictional character. Love it, no? Always. I still haven't got my makeup done. It's very tight, but it's okay. The hair, makeup, content, carpet, bam, bam, bam. But I can't wait to show you the hair because Paul's here with the general sponsor of Cannes Film Festival. Right, Paul?
Yes, it's Desange.
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 Do I sound French? Desange.
Desange.
I was actually going to have a makeup artist today for a change, but because we had some timetable changes, as you know, I am doing my own, which is okay because I like to do my own makeup. But tomorrow I will probably have, we were trying to swap the dates and the times. I don't know why this light looks a bit weird. Anyway, doing my makeup now, and then I'll update you as soon as I'm ready.
Wish you a lovely evening, madam. See you later.
Okay guys, this is it. Everything's ready, pictures, videos, vlogging. So here's the outcome. My dress is insane, I love it. The jewelry, so the dress is Sophie Couture, the jewelry is Tiffany & Co. I want to wear it kind of tight. I have beautiful earrings full of diamonds. Elsa Peretti gold cuff, my engagement ring of course, and we are now on our way to watch, I'll tell you what we're watching, an American Saga with Kevin Costner. Carpet numero uno done. So let me tell you how it goes. First you come to the carpet. You cannot create any content there. It's forbidden to have your phone. It's forbidden to have anything. You have to have a ticket. Otherwise, you cannot even get there with a car. There's 3 ways of getting there. I don't know if the third way they kind of canceled. There was like a train. There's walking, which is, you know, a one way. And there's like a kind of car service, which like stars, they arrive with a car and other people as well, like us. Just to not make it seem like we are such stars. Of course not. What I'm trying to say is like, there's fewer cars. Anyway, long story short is once you arrive there, you cannot have like phones on the carpets, like content, pictures, vlogging, like you cannot be like, hi, I'm on the red carpet, like look at this, because it would like slow down the process of people getting into the theater. One difference between Cannes Film Festival and Venice, I have to be honest, Venice is my preferred film festival. It's organized a little bit differently, the whole red carpet situation. So here, when you arrive, you have to like wait a little bit because there was like an orchestra on the carpet. So there's like a lot of people already. So we had to wait for the orchestra to move on. And then it was my turn. I did my pics. It's stressful because there's like hostesses that they want to move everybody to finish the pictures faster, but the photographers, they like shout your name, for example, so they're like, Tamara, 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 like look here, and those are like photographers that I know now very well because I've been doing this job for 10 years, so they want to take a picture and I don't want to not grant them a picture, but at the same time there's another person telling me to move, because of course, like who am I even? So there's like a bit of stress on the carpet. I cannot quite explain the situation, but I try to do my best. I'm very proud of myself. Every time I put myself out of my comfort zone, I'm always very, very proud of myself. But was I nervous a little bit before? 100% yes. Now we need to take some more content, and yeah, I'll update you guys later. In the front is very asymmetric. It's like that, yes. Yeah. But is there gonna be a line here? Because we don't want the line, you know? I don't know if it's too open. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm sending up a tailor now.
Mohib, I'm just really worried that they're like, this should not be closed more than ½ centimeter.
Yeah, remove
Without?
it. Yeah.
Whatever you need, just get him to tweak.
Day 2 red carpet. Everything's pretty much the same, but different. Well, Paul's here in a different outfit. I'm here with different eye patches. We are getting ready, completely different hairstyle to what we did yesterday. Kind of like a messy bun, because my dress for today is gonna be like a white Greek goddess style. After that, going for the last fitting for the dress, then going to the Dior Beauty Suite to get all glamified, and then off to the carpet, and then home. How lucky, right, Paul? Are you jealous?
Oh my god.
That all good, beautiful weather, very happy, very lucky and grateful to be in Cannes day 2. I mean, what would Cannes Film Festival be without a bit of a stressful morning, right? Currently, we have like quite a few people in the room. We have Taylor finishing off the dress that is basically for my carpet in how many hours? In few. We have our tickets. Filippo's doing the carpet with me today, which is very happy because he's gonna stop everybody on the carpet from trying to step on my dress, right, Filippo?
I cannot wait.
Yes?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I can sense some sarcasm there. But anyway, I wanted to show you this necklace because it's a really beautiful, gorgeous piece from Ole Lingard. Look at this. It's very, very special. It's one of a kind. And I truly, truly love it. Hey guys, we are currently at the iconic Christian Dior suite at the Majestic, having my makeup done for tonight's carpet. No pressure, but I just don't look flawless in the pictures.
You know.
But I'm very happy because I know that your beauty products very well and I know it's gonna be gorgeous. Okay guys, preliminary makeup done by the Dior beauty team at their gorgeous, gorgeous suite. Honestly, it's so spectacular. I say preliminary just because I have carpet in like 2-3 hours, so we still have time. However, what's really incredible, and I think like this is the only place you're gonna see this, is that behind us, right over there, is the actual red carpet. And you know, like, if you see this theater when it's not the festival, you just think like, wow, is this where the carpet is? This is, and I remember when I went on a school trip to Cannes, I was like 17 years old or something like that, and the tour guide said like, and you know where you see the red carpet is nothing special, it's very short, it's like a little thing. Not at all. It is very special, it is very spectacular because some of the best movies have been shown here, and I'm very proud to say that also a Serbian movie director, Emir Kusturica, won 2 Golden Palms here. So I have to be a little biased and say that I do love Venice Film Festival that little bit more just because of the Venice, you know what I mean? But look at the carpet from above. This gets like packed with photographers, the right and the left side both, and then that's where the magic happens. Now let's show you a little bit of this suite. Okay guys, already glam dress. I mean, I'm very, very, very excited heading to the carpet now. What's great is that I'm gonna do the carpet with Filippo. I don't know if you can hear us because we are not able to use the microphone right now, but wish us luck. It's a celebration mood at the Dior Beauty Suite, you guys. I got wet on the way back from the carpet. Didn't even have my phone, didn't have anything on me, but the dress, which basically got a bit wet. I don't know if you got a chance to see this spectacular back. The detail I think is gorgeous, and of course I think I tried to show you like the jewelry and everything, like the makeup. Wait, I used this lip glow from Dior. Jamie broke it for me basically. So gorgeous, and I'll tell you what shade this is. 013 lip glow in 013 is like my perfect nude color. So this was my total look. Thanks to everybody who participated. The dress is from Iman Ajal hair. You guys know that Paul de Chamanda did my hair, Ole Lingard jewelry, and of course Dior Beauty Glam. Super excited to say that this one's over, but I'll do a little recap as soon as we get home. Guys, home sweet home, welcome back. Where do I start? So first of all, my hair is still like from yesterday, what Paul did. I cannot believe. I actually cannot believe that yesterday I did a red carpet. Like, it's crazy because Already today, since I woke up, I've done a million new things and I'm living like a different life today to the life that I lived yesterday. But it's basically, I haven't washed my hair. It's the same kind of like we did a bit of like soft wave, very, very, very soft wave. And then we put it up, and today I put it half up, half down, and I'm really loving it. Actually changed up my jewelry a bit because obviously I took everything out for the red carpet. I wore those beautiful Ole Lingard shooting stars earrings. Actually, I'm wearing today one of the Ole Lingard pieces as well. I don't know if you can see it. It's this funky star here. And then over here I got the Anita Ko earring and the two little Edel studs. I'm also wearing, in case you wanna see, these Phoebe Philo pants and my classic favorite white t-shirt from Uniqlo. I'll link below the ones that I go for, because literally, you guys, I have like 20 of these t-shirts and I sleep in them, I live in them, I wear them at home, I wear them out. I mean, not all in the same one. I have like millions of these t-shirts, so they're really, really, really great. A few things this morning when my alarm went on, I was like, not today. Not today. I put my LED face mask on. That was like, that's always the best 20 minutes in the morning after my alarm goes on. I put this light on and it wakes me up in such a nice, gentle way. But then when it went off, normally it's a sign I have to get out of the bed, but I didn't want to do that. So I pressed it on again, and then basically the battery died. So now I'm charging it here next to me because I'm gonna want it again. It just feels so soothing and so good. Then I had to get up because the team was at home and we were managing a lot of different things. Then had to go and shoot some projects and things, and here I am in front of the camera to recap a little bit Cannes 24. I'll tell you a few things. What I said yesterday on the balcony, I really, really meant it. I remember being like 16, 17-year-old kid and hearing about Cannes Film Festival as the most luxurious, prestigious event there is in, well, obviously besides like Oscars and things like that. And it truly is really, really glamorous because we rarely ever have whole of Hollywood in one city in Europe at a time. You know what I mean? The city is packed, you guys. And you find yourself, like the first day when I was going to the Cavalli event, I was in this long gown on a packed street. It was like a 2-minute walk. It took me like 10 minutes just because I was trying to like not get people to step on my dress, but also it's just like not really a gratifying experience. And you have like this huge contrast of glam and a reality check. I love the experience itself. It's very challenging because you don't have that much time to get ready, you don't have that much time to get the content, and you don't have that much time to get the right shot on the carpet, but you kind of have to make it happen. Last night we drove back home, straight from the carpet home, and I love that because I was just like cozy and comfy and going home straight after like such a high. The carpet went really, really well. I had that like gorgeous dress with like super low cut back. We had like we were tailoring it to perfection. As you guys saw, I had like 2 fittings. One was at the showroom, then one was in my room, and then the tailor finished the dress in my hotel room. So it felt like surreal, like I fitted and refitted so many times so that it's perfect, like fits like a glove. And it was beautiful, like really light, really gorgeous. When it comes to Cannes or in general red carpets, I think I mentioned it through this video, it's very important to me to stay true to my style. I feel like there's a difference between like glam and that extra look. There were so many dresses and I was just like trying them and I was saying, wow, these are beautiful. There were also some that Filippo was saying, this one looks like a Ferrero Rocher bowl. Like, it's so funny going for fittings with Filippo and having his critical eye judge dresses. It's so funny. But obviously I wanted to stay true to myself, and I'm really, really happy with the dresses that I picked, and styling and everything. It's just like, you never know. When you go for a look, you're like, okay, I have a feeling like this is the right for me. And I wonder if it's gonna be the same for my wedding dress. I just don't know, you know, because like it's so clear to me when I'm in a showroom and there are hundreds of dresses. I say, this is a dress for me. That's how I am when it comes to dresses. But hear me out. This is the easy part, because I look at them and I see like colors that I wouldn't want to wear. And then I see the colors that I would want to wear. And then I see the dresses, the styles, the design. So when you go to a wedding dress try on, it's all white, no? Surely it's much harder. I just hope that I'm gonna be as easy when it comes to choosing a wedding dress. I don't know. So anyway, off the tangent, then we drove. The weather was horrendous, you guys. I don't know how Filippo drove us. Like, we made it home in 5 hours. Normally we do it in like 4 hours, but the weather was so horrendous. We had to drive really safe. Got home and I made pizzas for everyone and then went to sleep. And this morning I was just like, I had to go to my blog's about page where I have like some of the achievements in the past, and I found that it was in May 2016 when I first attended a red carpet and at Cannes Film Festival, and that was with Elie Saab. I'll insert the picture here, yes. I remember it was a very nerve-wracking experience for me because one, I basically accidentally double booked that and a photo shoot that I had, and I really wanted to do the Cannes Film Festival. It was like the first time I was ever invited. It was like 8 years ago. Ever since then, I did quite a few, many. And it's just like so funny because somehow I managed to make it both work. But I literally remember this moment when I'm going to shower at night and I'm worried about saying no to the photo shoot because I had the photo shoot booked, which was basically a really big like 3-day project, which was A, paid partnership, and B, it was like a big photo shoot. And second, I was saying no to a red carpet. So I somehow managed to make both works, but I remember like not being able to sleep at night because they were both on the same date. Long story short, I wanted to kind of turn back on the evolution and different kind of carpets I've done. So first of all, that one in 2016, I mean, it was like a dream. I remember getting to this Elie Saab suite where I had my hair professionally done, I took some pictures, and I was just like, I feel like it's my responsibility to remind you guys that absolutely anything is possible. You don't even understand. I found the first ever post that I posted. It was from the Martinez Hotel in Cannes, and it says, in Cannes for Film Festival, ready to hit the red carpet very soon. Of course I'm nervous, but I did try to stay away from anything that could potentially cause tripping over during Monte de Mache, including extremely long dress or difficult shoes. Wish me good luck, but do keep an eye on news in case there's a story about a blogger that totally pulled off Jennifer Lawrence at the film festival. Lol. But I just love like seeing my old posts that I find a little bit cringe nowadays. Besides the first one that I think was very safe, obviously I had no idea what I'm doing, where I'm going, how I'm doing this, you know, like for quite a few years after, I still didn't really figure it out, okay? So for the 71st Cannes Film Festival, I wore this beautiful Oscar de la Renta dress, but if I look at it now, I just wish it was longer. But one dress that I really loved, I wore Tony Ward, and I remember very well this gorgeous Bulgari Serpenti necklace. But then what I really liked was the Nicolas Gibran look that I wore for the Amphar that year, and I had a ring, emerald ring, that was 950,000 euros. Yeah, I loved that look. It was also one of my favorite Amphar dinners ever because it was like in a different location. It was just a little bit more fun. Sadly, I will be missing it this year. We had to come back because tomorrow we are going to Barcelona for the Louis Vuitton cruise show. So there's so much like back to back that I don't really have that much time, or didn't have that much time to spend in Cannes. You know, you cannot make it all. Even if I am invited, for example, because I'm not always invited to things, but even if I am invited, you just can't do it all because there's only one of you and there are so many things going on. And I've kind of learned, I think, with years not to have a FOMO, you know what I mean? The one thing that I would say like really made Cannes such a beautiful experience is the fact that I learned, or I understood, that over the years I really changed mentally so that the carpet itself affects me differently. And so that's one thing that I'm super grateful for, because I feel like I've really learned over the years, and I managed to tell myself I'm here to do my job and I need to do my job no matter what's going on around me and the chaos and the person getting stuck in there, like in the carpet in front of me while I'm taking my picture, or someone is just standing there looking lost while I'm getting my picture. And I just don't understand why they can't kind of manage it better at Cannes, because I saw this picture of Bella Hadid. There's like Bella Hadid taking a picture and there's like a million people in the background just walking. Like, I think it's like a bit of very charming mess, but you have to really have it cool in the head, and that's one thing. The other thing that I thought like was a highlight for me of Cannes was Filippo. This is how it was. The first day we arrived to the showroom for the fitting, I didn't vlog this. Taylor came and said to Filippo, oh, I know you because I worked at another brand in New York. And Filippo was like, oh, wow, this is crazy. Like, you know, sure, like we met before. This is really, really nice. And he said, I remember you. The Taylor remembered him. And that was it. And Filippo said, yeah, you know, like I used to go a lot, and like I opened that store there and blah, blah, blah. And then the next time we met again with this Taylor, he said, You know, back in whatever, 2015, I don't know, Filippo went to Met Gala and they were tailoring a dress. And he said, I remember you very, very well. I mean, Filippo didn't wear a dress. The dress was for J-Lo, just to clarify. But the tailor was tailoring the dress for J-Lo, and Filippo was like overseeing like that everything was like working and whatever, I don't know. They were all going together. And it's funny because he said, I remember you so well. I was in the bathroom, like getting ready, and I overheard the story. He said, I remember you so well because at the time I wasn't very happy, and you came from Europe, from Paris, which was a very big deal, in New York, and you said how important my job was in front of like my managers and my bosses. And he said, you said, you know, having a good tailor, and which you are, is the most important thing. And he said it made me very emotional, and at the time it made such a important impact on me. And I literally almost started crying because I realized how important it is to say nice things to people, strangers, it doesn't matter. Like if someone does a good job, it is so important to say it to them. It is so important to express. And you see, who knows how many people you said something nice to in your life, and that left an important impact on them. I think it's so many more people tend to say negative things to people opposed to positive things. I think the only way to really for all of us to enjoy our jobs, our lives, our whatever, is if we try and create a better and more positive space. So that was a big takeaway from me. That's that. I also wanted to show you something else. Okay, back here it's actually quite tidy because everything's now unpacked and done, and I've done like a big closet clear out. I want to try and do this one in, one out method this year, and in order to do that I already have to get rid of some stuff because so recently Filippo was like, let's just walk in Bottega to see what they have, like let's just see the shop, I just want to see the shop. So we're walking and I was like, I don't need anything, you know, of course. So we're walking around and then I'm like, after 5 minutes I was like, do you know what, I'm just wondering, do you have any of the Andiamo bag clutches? And the lady was like, you know what, we received one just now. I don't know if that was just what they say all the time, but guys, I got lucky. And here it is. It's the Andiamo clutch. I really like this bag. It's basically very, very similar bag to the Kelly Cut, like long with the top handle. Intrecciato is the only difference I would say, but it has back card holder situation, and it's really, really nice and easy. Do you know what? I somehow don't love my black mini Kelly for evenings. It's missing something. You know, the bag that I wore every single day during the Cannes Film Festival is my Sabet new bag. First of all, this shape of the bag I'm loving. Obviously they're very different because this one's flat and this one's a bit more like this. But I'm loving these more like fashion bags, especially when it's evenings and you can kind of show a little bit more creativity. I would like to link this bag in the description box for you guys. However, I'm not sure if there's going to be any available. But then while I was there and waiting for things to get wrapped, I saw this on the shelf and it just reminded me of something else, which I'm going to show you in a second. It is a pair of lower heels. They have also a higher heel in this same shoe version, padded in the front. And it's kind of like this, no, I wouldn't say René Caovilla because your foot goes here, right? And this a little bit reminded me of this shoe that I've had since 2020, and I wore like life out of it. I still wear these shoes. I never got rid of them. They're like beautiful yellow python shoes. I even had them in a flat version, but this lower heel one I wore a lot, and these two are pretty similar heel heights. I don't know if you can see. I love this one because it's almost like my skin tone, so it works. But this one is like a very nice white sandal. Now I know you would be surprised, but why I don't have many white shoes, and I need them. This is so cute, and they're quite comfy, which is surprising for a heel, but it's a short heel. So this is the front, this is the side. I know, I just really, really like them. Really easy and really different to anything else that I have. I have like few like kind of strappy, simple like Neos kind of sandals and others, but these are really cool. Now I need to tidy this mess. Obviously the bottom of this shoe is always epic, right? I need to go quickly run to Miu Miu to sort some stuff out, and I need to pack for Barcelona because we're leaving tomorrow at 7 a.m. And you know what I'd like to do tonight? Face masks, treatments, watching Netflix, and not thinking about one thing in the world. That's what I'd like to do tonight. So without further ado, I'd just like to say huge thanks to everybody who has been supporting me for all these years. Even if you just discovered my channel, thank you so much. I love creating content for you guys. I love bringing you places. I love showing you behind the scenes, but none of this would be possible if you weren't engaged, if you weren't like commenting or subscribing or liking across all of my different platforms that I have. And I have to say that, I always say this, but it's really true. I have the best community because I met so many of you guys in Cannes, everywhere around the world, and you guys are really the sweetest, nicest people. Obviously, I know that it's not just my family that watches these videos. Obviously, there are people who like to watch my videos, but they don't really like me at all. And those are not the people I'm referring about. Those people always exist, you know, like everywhere. They're like the true engaged crowd, right? But my family, like my tribe, people that are like me, people that we really get each other. I read your DMs and you guys are so supportive. Like when I see your messages, like, and I respond back, like someone messaged me like, oh my God, Tamara, you look like Jessica Rabbit. And I responded back to her. I was like, no way. That was literally the mood we went for with the hair. We were like, let's go for Jessica Rabbit mood. And then so many of you commented that. I just have to say, I feel so much gratitude, so much love for you, you guys that have been here. You guys that always have something nice to say. Please know that you have a huge impact on my life. And I really hope that I can give you back some of that positivity as well through these videos. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.